What's up, Fibro Squad? Welcome back to another episode of Motherhood with Fibro. Yes, guys, as I promised, I am going to be providing better topic videos and just overall better content for you guys. So today is the first day since I posted yesterday's video for you to update you on what's been going on. So let's get into it. Well, today, since I've been on the car subject and, still in shock and trying to get used to having a brand new car, which I am super blessed and thankful for every single day, I decided to look up a very sort of unique topic that other YouTubers that have fibromyalgia or that talk about fibromyalgia on their channel have yet to cover. So here's today's topic at hand, if you haven't already guessed from the title of this video. Can you, if you have fibromyalgia, can you get a handicap parking permit? Well, oh, sorry guys, that's the vent in the bathroom. Sorry, it makes really bad noise and it's broken. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. The answer is yes. You can apply and you can be approved to get a handicap parking permit if you have fibromyalgia disease. But keep this in mind, that basically out of the whole United States population total population, only 19% of those people that apply for this handicap disability permit or parking permit get approved. So basically it's kind of like the same odds as for anyone that has fibromyalgia disease and is trying to get Social Security disability. So basically, in other words, it's just another waiting game, as same as with the disability case and everything else. So just keep that in mind, guys, that even though you do apply for a handicap parking permit, doesn't mean it's going to happen right away. It is a long process, as some of you may know or may not know. It is a long process, and it's just something that's going to take time. Unfortunately, it's not anything that just quickly happens. Same with the Social Security disability, claim or trying to get benefits. It's the same thing. So everything's a waiting game with the government. Wish that wasn't a thing, but unfortunately it is for people that are literally trying to get help, especially with parking permits or, just trying to get benefits in general to help themselves out because they are not able to physically work. So yes, guys, I am going to be sharing the tips and don'ts for trying to apply for a handicap parking permit. So let's get into it. The first step, for those of you that will be applying in person, it is different applying online. It's a lot easier probably to apply online, but I would recommend doing it in person. That's just my benefit, or that's just my ruling on this, is that I prefer to always hand my documents with my important information over to the direct person and the direct office instead of having to deal with the mail. Just because sometimes in the mail, as we all know, things disappear, and then unfortunately, you don't know that they haven't received it, if it actually got there on time, or if it was lost and you have to redo it again. So yes, I highly recommend, instead of doing it online, that you do it in person with these steps. So step number 1. Okay, every state is different with their laws and with their rules. So you're going to have to do your research online, and you're going to have to look up the state that you are in and what the rules and laws are for getting a handicap parking permit. So that is going to be your number 1 thing that you want to do. Do your research. Number 2, after you've done your research with the laws and rules and getting familiar with them on the do's and don'ts, and what you can apply for and what you can't apply for, and what they, count as a disability and what they don't count as a disability, then you're going to go online to that website that you have already looked up their rules and laws. You're going to print out the actual application forms for a handicap parking permit. So after you've done that, and again, that's free, so that's that's the good part here. I got a lot of free tips here for you guys, so therefore you're not gonna have to pay cash out of, you know, pocket, which is good, because no one likes to spend a whole lot of money, especially giving it to the government. I didn't mean to really say that. It was just kind of a joke. But anyway, okay, so after you have printed out the application, gotten familiar with the rules and the laws, you're going to, at your next doctor's appointment, if you haven't already, you are going to want to take those forms that you printed out, the application, you're going to want to take that to your next doctor's appointment. And during your next doctor's appointment, you and your doctor are going to go over the application form, where your doctor is going to be the only one to fill it out and sign it. So please remember, do not fill out the application before you go to your doctor's appointment. Leave it completely blank and fresh. Maybe possibly bring a second copy just in case things get messed up. It's always better to be safe than sorry. That's highly recommended. I would do that because unfortunately we all make mistakes. So I would bring an extra copy just to make sure. So then your doctor is going to fill this out for you. You're going to go over all of this information together, and then you're going to have a completed application. Your next step, step number 4, you're going to want to go to your local DMV or MVD. Whatever it is for you guys in your state. For here, for Arizona, it's MVD, but you know, like in California, it's DMV. I just don't understand why it can't be just one simple thing. Instead, it has to be a different abbreviation for every state. So whatever the abbreviation is for your state, you're going to want to find the appropriate local address. Again, for those of you that are going to be going down there in person to hand over your application, you're going to make sure that you have the appropriate address to go to actually hand in your application to your DMV or MVD. So yes, that is going to be basically your last step. You're going to file it, you're going to hand it over, it's going to be totally free. You're not going to have to pay out of pocket for it, as far as I am aware of, but things have possibly changed. Again, I did my research online and I tried to make sure that everything was updated as far as like 2019 goes, but you never know, things do change every single time with, you know, the government. Especially, you know, the DMV. They're always crazy with their fees and fines and all that stuff. So yes, you're going to turn in your application. That is going to be your final step, that it is all done, signed, and you know, all the information has been provided. You are going to hand that puppy over, and you are going to have to, your last final step, which is step number 5, is the waiting game. As we all hate it and know it too well, especially with disability, it's just one of those things, again, where Social Security disability benefits are at the same time waiting period almost to getting a permit or a handicap parking permit. So yes, guys, it is going to be a complete waiting game. I do know that it probably will be a little bit faster to get a handicap parking permit than it will be to actually get, you know, Social Security disability benefits. Just because I know from my personal experience, I am still currently waiting for an actual ruling on my case for Social Security disability. And yeah, it's a waiting game, let me tell you. So hopefully it will be a lot smoother and it won't be as long to get a handicap parking permit for those of you that truly need it, especially with all the pain and suffering. Low energy, chronic fatigue, widespread pain, all those things that we deal with on a daily basis makes things very hard, and especially when you have to go do your errands. No one wants to park really far away, especially in the summertime heat, and that just makes things 10 times worse on us for those of us that actually have the disability and have to go do things. It would be extremely nice to have a closer parking spot that you know that you can have, so you won't be wasting more energy that you don't have, and also not causing your body more, you know, more pain for the future. So yes, guys, your final step again is going to be the waiting period. Also too, as far as talking about freebie, you know, free stuff here. So according to the filing for it is completely free at the local DMV or MVD for you. I'm not sure if it's the same for online. I'm not 100%. It might have to cost you a fee to file it online. I'm not sure about that. Don't, you know, don't take me on quotes for that. But also too, the application is free, like I said. Okay, so the permit is free, totally free for you to get. Just the one-time permit that you actually get for a handicap parking spot will be totally free. Now, for those of you that are wanting to have a license plate frame with the actual sticker on it and the handicap symbol on it as well, that is going to cost you, I believe it's $25. It is not free whatsoever. Also too, for your permit that you get, that's the permit that I'm talking about, where you put it on your rear view mirror in the front of your car, that is the permit. And the permit, if you do lose it, or you want a copy of it, or you know, having an extra one on you for like another car that you use or something like that, you're going to have to unfortunately pay $25 for it to replace it, or if you want an extra one for another vehicle that you use. So yes guys, the first time is free, application turn-in is free, but unfortunately if you want to have a license plate frame, or if you need an extra copy, or if you lost it, you're gonna have to pay out of pocket for a $25 fee. I believe a $25 fee is for all three of those, and I don't think it's any more than that as far as what I saw online. Again, don't quote me on that, because things do change with our government, as we all know, they are very greedy with money and loving to get money. So again guys, I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to apply to get a handicap parking permit for myself now that I have a car, because I wanted to do this a while ago, probably about 2 years ago. I didn't do it because I didn't have a car of my own. Plus, I didn't want to have the parking permit in my husband's car and accidentally leave it there for him to use, even though I'm sure he wouldn't use it. And also too, I'm sure I would take it down, but I just didn't have a car of my own, so therefore I didn't want to do it. I wanted to have it for my own car, knowing the fact that I was using it and no one else was using it for, you know, just for a free parking spot. Trust me guys, I am going to be starting this process. Actually, I'm going to be doing this afternoon. I am going to be turning in my application, so fingers crossed that it won't be as long as dealing with the whole Social Security disability benefits thing, but you never know. All I know is with the government, it is a waiting game. Hate it, love it, whatever, but I know it's gonna be a while before I hear back, and I can only hope and pray that I will be approved to get a handicap parking permit, because it really will help my life, especially with the heat. The extreme heat during the summertime is horrible for me with my fibromyalgia and with my lupus. As you guys already know from my last couple of videos about It's Time to Hide, if you guys haven't checked it out, make sure that you go back and check it out after this video. Summertime is the time for me to go in hibernation mode. Basically, I have to avoid the heat, the extreme heat, which we get in Arizona up to 120 degrees, which is miserable. It's dry, there's no cool wind, no wind flow whatsoever. It's just extreme dry heat. It is horrible on my body. It makes me sick for a very long time, and having a handicap parking permit will help me a lot, especially with going to doctor's appointments, if I'm needing to go to the grocery store, if I'm needing to pick my daughter up from, you know, preschool or anything like that. Just being able to walk a short distance will help me tremendously to save the energy on what energy I have left, because I do not carry a lot of energy in me all the time, and that is as well as many of you out there that suffer with the same issues. Energy is something that we don't really have a whole lot of. Chronic fatigue is a big part of our life, and it's hard enough as it is. So this will extremely help me out a lot, as I know it will help you guys out too out there that have fibromyalgia or lupus or any other illness that you might have. This truly can help, and it will help to provide a little bit more, you know, a little bit relief of stress and more pain, and, you know, just being so tired that you can't walk a very good far distance. So again, I highly suggest that you go online and you look up all your state's rules, regulations, laws, and all that fun stuff that we don't like to read. Make sure that you read everything, you check out everything before applying for the application, and please make sure that you have the appropriate form to fill out the application and send in. So guys, I'm going to wish you all the best with your applications to get a handicap parking permit, and please keep me in your prayers, thoughts that, you know, me turning in my application will go great, that I won't have any issues, and please keep me in your prayers, and please pray for my Social Security disability case, that I will be approved to get benefits to help me out, especially the fact that I am going through a divorce, and I am terribly scared about my future because I am not able to physically work a 9-to-5 job like a normal person. So yes, yeah guys, with that said, I am hoping that you guys will have much better luck, and I am sending tons of love and kisses to you guys, my Fibro squad, who I love very much, and I thank you for putting up with me and waiting so patiently for me to come back and just to provide you guys with better content. So, if you haven't already and want to become part of the Fibro Squad team or family, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click that notification bell so you're updated all the time when I post my videos. Hopefully now that I'm on a roll, since this is day 1, look forward to day number 2, guys. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep rolling as much as I can. Since I am feeling in a good sort of mood, I have energy and I'm feeling good. And I'm hoping that things will be a lot smoother from here on out, so I will be hopefully doing more videos for you guys. Now, that's not a total promise, but I am going to try my hardest. As you guys all know, it is very hard to basically say that I'm going to be able to do something tomorrow when I'm not able to, because, you know, that's just how things are when you have fibromyalgia. So until next time, make sure you follow me on Instagram at MotherhoodWithFibro, all one word. And please guys, if you need to hit me up anytime, feel free to on my email at MotherhoodWithFibro, all one word, at gmail.com. And please, in the subject box, make sure you put tip for a tip video, or if you have some more information that you would like to provide, if you want to just have a friend to talk to, I am here for you guys all the time. So please feel free to email me at any time. Also too, if you're not able to remember my email address, it is located on my channel in the About Me section. So, and also too, again, before this video ends, please guys, please, it tremendously helps me out to know that I am doing a great job, and it keeps me motivated to keep doing these videos for you guys. And especially for my Fibro squad, who I love very much, and please remember to smash that like button. Please give this video a thumbs up. It'd be greatly appreciated, guys, and share with others. So until next time, have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you guys very soon. Bye, guys!